Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here tonight. We're talking all about the upcoming WrestleMania as well as WWE's Fastlane 2015. Anybody who didn't watch Smackdown last night, you didn't miss much. The big hype up of SmackDown last night basically was Chris Jericho having the highlight reel with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns, and they were confronted by the Wyatts, who challenged them to a 3-on-3 match. And never once did Ambrose or Reigns bring up Night of Champions. Never once did they look at Chris Jericho and say, hey, didn't you walk out on us a few months ago when we had the same exact match? Never was brought up. But during this matchup, we had a face-to-face confrontation of the Big Show, who came down to help out, staring down Braun Strowman. And basically what it looks like they're going to be doing is they're going to be doing a match at Fastlane where they're going to be sacrificing the Big Show, where Braun Strowman will beat the Big Show, and I'm guessing that after Fastlane, they will try to heat up Big Show again to put him in some sort of a match, seeing how he won last year's Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on the pre-show. Maybe they'll do something like that again. But Braun Strowman will go on to WrestleMania to fight The Undertaker. The Undertaker has always been the leader of the locker room. He's always been one of the... It's always like, basically when you look at the WrestleMania card, it always was, you had your main event, you had your Kurt Angle match, you had your Shawn Michaels match, you had your Undertaker match, and you were set. I mean, you were good. And most of the time, John Cena or Triple H would be in that main event, and you knew that, hey, this year's WrestleMania is up to par. We're going to be good, and we're set. And this year... it's not really like that. I mean, 2 years in a row, we've got Undertaker matches that didn't knock it out of the park. WrestleMania 30, everybody remembers Brock versus Taker, but it's not because of the fact that Taker went out there and had a dynamite performance, having the match of the night, like he did, I think 6 years in a row beforehand. About a minute or so into the match, Brock dropped Taker onto his head, and Taker never really was able to recuperate. He was in the match. He did some moves. He never really just laid down and said, fuck it, I got a concussion, it's over. But, I don't know if it was Paul Heyman or Brock Lesnar or a referee. Somebody was leading Undertaker through that match, and it wasn't great. I don't know. For a long time, I've been looking at WrestleMania 32 as I thought Undertaker was going to go to the Hall of Fame. I was thinking that the Braun Strowman match was never going to happen. I thought when you look at WrestleMania 31, Undertaker lost his streak. Bray Wyatt called him out on losing the streak, saying that he was now just a mortal man. I felt that he was almost becoming this Clint Eastwood Gran Torino character where... he was just going to have to rely on skill. He didn't have the dark side. He didn't have any sort of magical powers. He just went out there. He beat Bray Wyatt, and I thought that's what they were going to hang his career on, and he was going to go into the Hall of Fame this year. Instead, they're going with Sting. Undertaker, who came back after WrestleMania, did a feud with Brock Lesnar where he returned at Battleground. They fought at SummerSlam. They fought at Hell in a Cell. And sort of forgettably, Undertaker even had a match with Kane at SummerSlam. I apologize. Survivor Series. And I thought that basically that was tying up all the loose ends of his career. And, when they ran the Hall of Fame, the class of, WrestleMania 32, I thought Undertaker was going to be your headliner. And I thought maybe Sting would be your number 2 guy, and then you'd have that knock it out of the park Hall of Fame class, and everybody in the world would want to go to this show. Doing Undertaker versus Braun Strowman does not sound very appealing at all. Other than that, when you look across the ring, you've got Bray Wyatt, who's normally going to be somehow involved in what Braun Strowman is doing. Bray Wyatt is basically building up a feud with Brock Lesnar as well. We saw the Wyatts come out and attack Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar on Raw, the Raw before WrestleMania. During the Royal Rumble, basically the Wyatts, for some reason, one way or another, I don't know if they were going to have some sort of storyline that panned out where maybe, the Authority paid off the Wyatts to eliminate Brock Lesnar, seeing how Triple H wanted to be champion, but maybe Brock Lesnar was the one guy that wasn't a part of the plan. We had, the Wyatts get eliminated. The Wyatts get back in, eliminate Brock Lesnar. Brock sort of, put up a fight, but after about a minute, just walked off with Paul Heyman saying, tonight's not the night. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right. They left. The Wyatts left. And shortly after that, Bray Wyatt was in the ring, and Triple H was trying to tell him to go over and attack Roman Reigns. And instead, Bray Wyatt attacked Triple H. So I don't know if maybe there was some sort of arrangement to eliminate Brock, but no storyline or nothing has come out of this yet. Maybe it's just one of those things that WWE put into the match that we have to put together. Because why wouldn't the Wyatts have just stayed in the match, eliminated Triple H, Dean Ambrose, and Roman Reigns, and Bray Wyatt would have been champion. That's all they would have had to done. They already got back into the ring after being eliminated once. It wasn't like the referees had any care in the world about getting in the ring, about trying to stop these guys. They were letting them do whatever they wanted to. So, Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar has really no appeal to me either. Some people have said, hey, what if they're, pairing these guys together, where Undertaker and Brock now have to sort of join powers, where they're going to be a tag team, and it's not going to be 2 matches, it's going to be 1 match of Undertaker and Brock versus Braun Strowman and Braun Strowman and Bray Wyatt, and then of course Luke Harper and Eric Rowan would be on the outside, sort of almost making it like a 4-on-2 match, making it a little bit better than Survivor Series would have been, because Brock Lesnar is now involved. I'm not that thrilled over this. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I don't want these singles matches. I don't want these, this is a tag match. It's just bad booking, bad feud, no good, no bueno. More than likely, I think that somehow I think that the Wyatts are going to be involved in that Fastlane main event, being the guys who take Brock Lesnar out of that match as well. And maybe that's where we're going to see the storyline come together of why the Wyatts are so fixated on Brock Lesnar. Maybe it's because, they ate the souls of Undertaker and Kane, and they didn't get the powers that they thought they were going to, or at least they haven't used them since then. So now maybe they think that they have to beat Brock in order to complete the Undertaker and Kane powers on their insides. Something like that. Something that has to make sense. Bray's going to come out there. He's going to talk a lot. He's going to say a lot of words. Not a lot of it's going to make sense. And maybe some of that will be involved in there, bringing up WrestleMania 30, bringing up WrestleMania 31, the build-up to after Hell in the Cell when the Wyatts carried out Kane and Undertaker, and then the match at Survivor Series. Maybe they'll bring all that together. Knowing WWE, probably they won't. But this does not sound like any feuds that I want to see. I don't want to see Braun Strowman versus Big Show at Fastlane. I don't want to see Braun Strowman versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. I don't want to see Undertaker and Brock versus Bray and Braun Strowman at WrestleMania. None of those matches sound good. None.